Anytime, any. Load, anywhere. Mick probed, leaning against the bar, his arms crossed. He knew. Daz was a decent bloke, just perpetually unlucky, a magnet for misfortune. That's right, Mick, the future of cargo delivery. The next big thing, problem, is I've only got a transit van. It's hardly global reach, is it? More like local delivery with aspiration. A transit. So why all the big worldwide slogans? Sounds a bit ambitious for a single van operation. Mate, bit of a stretch, wouldn't you say? Mick chuckled, polishing a glass that was already spotless, a nervous habit. Well, I wanted to call it the Cobblestone Courier Service, parcels, small, boxes, that sort of thing, sensible, manageable, honest. Then I bumped into. Deluxe Daz took another long swallow of his beer, as if to fortify himself. Against the memory, a shudder passing through him. Mick's eyebrows shot up. Oh, don't tell me. Image, yeah, he knew the Deluxe. Mantra all too well, the endless pronouncements about perception and presentation. Yes, he said there is no place in the modern business world for small thinkers. Daz, you have got to be big, brave, and brazen, he said. Think global, act local, or some such rot. Told me to expand my horizons, reach for the stars. Even if the stars were just a dodgy delivery to Croydon, said my old name. Lacked pizzazz. Why do you listen to him? Daz, you know what he's like. Mate, his advice is usually worth less than a politician's promise, Mick said, shaking his head. Slowly. Well, I keep telling myself I shouldn't take no notice of him, but Deluxe insists he's got that way about him, you know, like a persistent wasp, buzzing around until you just give in. Is he still drinking here? By the way, haven't seen much of him lately. Yeah, occasionally. But since the yuppies gentrified Cobblestone with their quinoa salads and artisanal coffees, he's been hanging around the wine bars and bistros, trying to rub shoulders with the elite. Thinks he's one of them. Of course, one by one, they're barring him. Turns out his cut and thrust. Arguments often involve actual thrusts, if you catch my drift. A bit too. Hands on, you know. Mick chuckled grimly. See them over there? He gestured too. A small group huddled in a corner, conspicuously avoiding eye contact with the door, as if anticipating a sudden ambush. They only come in here to avoid him. It's like a sanctuary for the deluxe-weary, this place. Just then, Stanley Stickerplum, a man whose intellectual capabilities were often compared to a damp sponge, shuffled in, looking even more disheveled than usual. His shirt was untucked, and his hair looked like it had lost a fight with a badger. I saw Ronan this morning. He was wearing a suit, a proper one, too. Someone must have died. Or perhaps he's finally joined the human race and got a proper job, not just selling dodgy goods from a suitcase. There ain't much good news around, is there, Daz? Mick observed, just as the bell above the door jingled, announcing the arrival of Deluxe Trotwood. He was resplendent in a surprisingly clean trench coat, a gold chain glinting beneath his shirt, and a self-satisfied smirk that practically screamed, "I'm about to make a bad decision." His presence alone seemed to suck all the air out of the room. Daz, my old mate, the very man I was looking for. You're a vision, my friend. Deluxe boomed, striding confidently towards the bar, his voice filling every corner of the pub. Des braced himself, a familiar knot of apprehension tightening in his stomach. I was just off. Deluxe. Got an important delivery. Very time sensitive. No, not until I've bought you a drink. You're not. Here, pina colada for me. Please, Mick, make it two. One for the other gentleman here. Same again for Daz. Deluxe winked at Mick, who merely grunted in response. Yeah, I've told you before. You ought to clean your pipes out, Mick. It's terrible, the quality of some of the beverages in this establishment. Needs a bit of polish. You know, a bit of savoir-faire. Mick just grunted, used to Deluxe's unsubtle insults. Deluxe then leaned in, conspiratorially to Daz, his voice dropping to a theatrical whisper, though it was still loud enough for half the pub to hear every word. Listen, Mick, listen to me. I've just come back from the docks, an exclusive import opportunity. I've got 25 6-kilo boxes of fresh Jersey tomatoes straight off the ferry. Still got the dew on them. Organic, ethically sourced, the works, to £1.50 a box. What do you say? Do your sellers up a treat. Fresh produce, prime quality, straight from the island. Mick, accustomed to Deluxe's irresistible offers that always came with a hidden caveat, looked wary. What, to 50 a box? Are they really that fresh? Deluxe, or have they had a longer journey than you're letting on? Because those last fresh Jersey potatoes were mostly soil and regret. Yep, absolute bargains. Pure profit. Mick, go on. Then, Deluxe, I'll have one. Pure vitamin C, a taste of the Channel Islands, right here in Cobblestone. Corner. Good. I'll put 3 boxes aside for you. Ronan's on his way down with them. He's in his business attire, no less, very high profile, a true professional. Deluxe then turned his attention fully to Daz. Come on in, Daz. Come on. Come. And sit down over there. Tell me what you've been up to. All right. Share your triumphs, your tribulations. I'm all ears. Deluxe then spotted a couple of bistro kids at a corner table, Sit